All right. Today we got a case, and this is not going to be a typical case review. I don't do typical case reviews on my channel. Sorry. I'm actually just opening this up for a friend. A friend dropped it off. You guys know, friend of the channel, Min. This is the King 95 by Montech. And the reason why I wanted to look at this case was for a couple of reasons. One, there was a pretty popular video on Gamers Nexus the other day talking about the knockoffs of the Hyte, and this is kind of one of those.
This company likes stealing things, like it's hype. Not the Hyte. This is the Hype, which, as you can see, is a modern aesthetic case, just like Hyte's modern aesthetic case.
The Hyte case has been knocked off a ton of times. He did a review on the Hype brand, which is like directly a knockoff from, I forget the company's name. I think it's like GameMax or something like that, but they're a direct knockoff company. Montech actually is not a direct knockoff company. This has been a company that's been around for a bit. They do make some really cheap cases. If you guys checked out my what to avoid when buying used PC parts video that I did a couple days ago, I talked about buying Montech cases and to be careful because Montech was one of the first companies to have those ARGB fans that were not actually ARGB. So I want to open this up, check it out as like a first time perspective, and I don't know, that's it. That's what this video is going to be. Every time I start videos, my cat enters the room, so if he's on or in the video, yeah, just giving you a heads up. So first of all, after tax, cannot speak for other countries. This came out to $119. This is, I believe, not the Pro version, so it doesn't have all the extra fans. I do think it comes with some fans, however.
Nope.
We will see about that, but again, I'm actually going in blind. I realized that there's tons of reviews on this case already. I totally missed that timeline if I wanted to do that. So I'm just gonna pull him over here. Do not wreck my chair, buddy. So first of all, the packaging is top notch. These foam pieces that they have in here are awesome. So right away, I want to start with this. This is pretty good stuff right here. Come on and check it out, Papas, if you want. Sorry, he's in the way. So right away,
this is all foam instead of the traditional really crappy
styrofoam that they use. This is actually nice foam that is going to keep this thing in good shape if you're going to ship it somewhere. So any of you guys who are building PCs, I know a bunch of you that follow me on this channel also flip and build PCs. This is an awesome box for shipping. So let's just get that out of the way.
2 minutes and 40 seconds, and this crappy tech channel hasn't even opened the case box.
We're gonna get you in 4K. What are you doing, buddy? Something interesting?
Get on with it.
Sorry. Here is a box full of accessories. This is actually quite an insane accessory box. I know that this case comes with a mesh front panel, so you can actually swap it. You can swap out the glass for this mesh panel, which is actually pretty cool for any of you guys who, you know, bought the 011 Air back in the day. It was like you had the Air option or the glass option. This is giving you a lot of options for this $100 price range. And they included one of these little screw boxes. This is something Fantex has always done. Fantex is an awesome case company. This is awesome to see.
Nice.
This is like starting out, you know, this is not a review or anything. I did not get this from Montech. So Montech, if you want to send me one for free, that would be awesome. Getting it out was nice and easy. All right, so my first impressions taking this thing out and looking at it is pretty impressive, to be honest. There's a few major things, like major takeaways here. They of course did really copy the Hyte design, and see, I didn't even have to do anything right there. I just thought that's how it was gonna come off, and it came off that way, which is amazing. When companies think like that, that's good. So this design here, you know, kind of copying that Hyte design. Looks like you got support for 360 radiator up here. The side is probably, yeah, 240 and a probably 280. So what's nice about this, first of all, I don't have a scale, but this is a pretty heavy piece of material. It's metal, plastic combination. They're using like a metal ball joint, which is really nice. Nothing plastic and cheap. So this is gonna last a while. And then you have the rest of the panels all pop in, which is great. Front glass piece, nice and weighted, really quality glue job here. There's nothing cheap about this. They did an excellent job. So that's really nice to see. And then of course you have your front panel, or your front glass panel, which is curved. There have been other companies that have done this. Thermaltake did the view a long time ago, and the curvature was actually like up top, but it was acrylic. Curving glass like this actually is a skill and can cost quite a bit of money, because they will most likely have to throw out quite a few of those before getting a perfect one. Let's maybe I don't know, every 10 they'll have 2 or 3 not so good ones that they can't use. So that's not good for companies. So putting that extra effort in there to give you something unique, a unique style, is just something that's nice to see. So far, yeah, everything is really nice. This is surprising for this price point, because there's not a lot of offerings on the market for $100 that comes with this much bang for the buck. Moving on over to the backside here, you can see you have everything that you need. This is a full enclosure, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4 screws here to pop this out. You have your power supply. Obviously this is dual chamber. Everyone is just doing dual chamber these days, so that's pretty much the popular format. Hey, this is pretty nice too. All your cables are actually white, so they really did think about that. This one, I just now noticed it as I'm looking at it. This is not the Pro version. Clearly there are no fans. I would suggest, if you're gonna buy this case, to actually get the Pro version, because it's only like $30 more.
What's up, guys? Editing self here. So I'm actually wrong, and before I put any more information out that's incorrect, I guess at one point it was about $30 more, and it's jumped up quite a bit to about averaging around $160 to $170, versus if you were to buy the regular version, which the white is a few dollars more, but on average it's about $100 just for the case. So if you do end up going with the fans, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fans, which 6 fans for $60 can be had. So if you're not a fan, pun intended, of these fans, I would definitely go with just the regular version and buy your own fans.
And you get a lot of fans, and they even have fans with reverse blades that go over here. And that way you don't have to go through the headache of looking for a fan with a reverse blade if you want that nice aesthetic, which this case is focused on aesthetics. Some of the other things that they did that are really nice, you have a lot of rubber grommets that are white to match the case. I always like to see them like white or gray when it's an all white chassis like this. There's a drop down piece. I'm gonna have to show you guys a lot of this on camera, so I'll be doing jump cuts back and forth, but there's actually a drop down piece right here, which is for that mesh panel that goes on the front. Once you put the mesh panel on the front, you can actually mount fans. There's a setup here to mount your 2 or possibly, yeah, 2 fans in the front. That's pretty cool. So if you want to swap between designs. And then moving over to the bottom, unlike the Y60 and some of the other cases on the market, instead of having the fans mounted to the bottom and a bunch of height added to the case, you just pop this mesh cover off and then put your fans in, kind of like an 011 dynamic, and they'll be right on the bottom of the case. There is a little logo up here. This is probably, I'm not gonna lie, Montech, the first thing that I would peel off this PC case, just because Montech is kind of one of those companies where it's gonna take a little while to catch on. But hey, if you guys wanna send me one, again, please, by all means. This is not mine. I would love to do a build in this, but unfortunately my friend has to get this over to his sergeant for the military base that he's on. So I'm gonna let him do that without, you know, throwing a whole, I thought about throwing this PC in here. This is an older system, but I really want to do it justice by putting something more modern into it, possibly building like a custom loop or something like that. So maybe I can convince him to swap over to this and we can do a video on that. But for the meantime, yeah, this is it, man. This is the Hyte, I mean,
the knockoff Hyte
King 95. It's obviously not a Hyte. It doesn't have the square panel here, which, by the way, a lot of people love that look. I'm getting a little bit tired of it already, to be honest, but I also get a little bit tired of things just a lot faster than people.
I'm very tired of the 011 dynamic.
I think it's absolutely one of the best cases on the market. It really is, and every time I build in one, I'm like so impressed with my work, but then I'm like, I see one and I'm like, ugh. They're just kind of played out, you know? This fresh breath of air, or whatever you want to call it, looking nice. Happy to recommend this to anybody, especially for the price point. This is actually gonna be my new top $100 case I recommend to anybody looking for a dual chamber case, hands down. So yeah, be sure to check out the King 95 from Montech. I would suggest the Pro version again. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it.
If you made it this far, I just want to take a moment and say that I appreciate you, especially you guys who are always commenting on things. Like, there's like 50 solid people who carry this channel. You know, it just makes me feel good at the end of the day. Even if I get like a low view count, if some of you guys watch the stuff and you get some sort of enjoyment out of it. I know that this video is a little like out of the norm. I don't like pull out cases and do unboxings. But I'm trying to just do a little bit of different stuff here and there. And I know it's kind of suicide for the channel. YouTube wants like consistent same content over and over and over again, but I don't want to be confined to that. I just want to post whatever I want to post when it comes to PC hardware, and hopefully you guys enjoy that too. I know it's a little bit chaotic with me. It's just like one day it's a benchmark, the next day it's a build, one day it's a PC case, and I don't know, maybe you like that, maybe you don't. Actually, leave a comment down below if that's something that you do like about the channel. I don't really know. Yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. Drop a like, sub, any of that stuff, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace out.